Hello guys and welcome to Cossacks 3. This is a guide for beginners to learn more about the game very quickly. Okay, this guide applies for 1000 resources, medium minerals, and no balloon, no peacetime, stuff like that. Well, when you begin with a farm and then build 2 town halls. A bit far from the farm, from the mill, because the mill will need some space for the wheat fields. Yeah. So basically we build the mill first because it takes some time for the wheat to grow, and while the wheat grows, we will build other structures. Now that we built the town hall, we have access to the blacksmith, so we will build the blacksmith, and I will also take a few guys and build the storehouse here, close to the wood and the stone. And then I'm gonna ask them to go and build and chop down trees. I'm selecting the units. I'm selecting the units and I am pressing shift, and then I click and I click again, and that's how you queue buildings, in case you wondered, guys. Now we're building 2 barracks, so this is what you must have in the beginning. This is what you must spend the resources for barracks and for town halls. Now, okay. We are queuing peasants. To queue infinite number of peasants, press Ctrl and then left click. Double click on a town hall, you select all the town halls, and then you can press Ctrl and you click once. Look, you click once, you get infinite. You click twice, you get infinite, and 2. It means that both town halls are producing peasants or units or whatever. Now guys, I would like to take all these peasants and send them to harvest food. Also, do the upgrade for harvesting improvement 140%. Very important to do this upgrade. And also do the field capacity plus 100%. Make these 2 upgrades and you are ensured with the food production for a while. Now, the peasants that are coming are going straight to the wood production. I select the town hall and I right click in the area where I want the peasants to go. You can do the same things for the barracks. Okay, right now we don't know where the enemy is, guys. Now that is a problem. So I will select this, boys, and I'm gonna send 1 on the bottom, 1 on the bottom left, and 1 on the top left. And when they arrive at destination, they will tell me where the enemy is, because I don't know which way to go if I find the enemy. And that's a good start. Okay, the next thing we build, guys, is the academy. For the academy we will need stone and wood. We have the wood, we don't have the stone. We will get the stone quickly. And you can also build some towers for defense. They don't cost much. They only cost 150 gold. Of course, the cost for the towers increase once with the more you build, the more gold they will cost, okay? Of course, if you build 4 towers, 5 towers, the cost is not going to be that big. We're talking about a few hundred gold. But if you want to build more, if you want to build 15 for example, the amount of gold you have to spend is going to be obviously bigger. Okay, we also got enough people for enough stone to build an academy. So let's build the academy, guys. Keep in mind that this guide does not apply to all nations. For example, Ukraine Ukraine is a bit different because Ukraine is extremely easy to rush in early game, and in late game it's really strong, but it pretty much gives you the basics because for a lot of factions, for the majority of factions. Turkey again is a bit different because Turkey has different costs for buildings, but pretty much if you start with this, you can beat a very hard AI. Alright, now after I build the academy, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna ask my peasants to chop down some more trees. Another thing, guys, that you should care about is build the academy to get access to the drummer and the officer. Very good units, very powerful, very important. Let's start making upgrades to our pikemen. Actually, I'm gonna take 5 of these guys and I'm gonna ask them to build a gold mine. We will need gold, that's a way to get it. The market is also very useful. Let's build it. Usually I don't build the market that early. Actually, I think this is the time. This is a good time to build the market. But myself, I like to build it, maybe a minute away from now or 2. Because I use the market a bit later. I don't focus on iron production, gold production or coal production that much. I build 3 mines for gold, 3 mines for iron, 3 mines for coal. I put 5 peasants in each and that's it. If I want to get gold, I'm gonna sell stone. If I want to get iron, I'm gonna sell stone, and so on. Why? Well, you will learn very soon. Okay. Now that we have the academy, guys, we will research woodcutting efficiency plus 100%. So our wood production will be 100% better. And we do want that. And after we do this upgrade, we want to increase the harvesting production by 40%. So we will do this one. And then we will have to do the field melioration. And we need more gold, as you can see, guys. Make a drummer and an officer. Make this upgrade for the officer. That upgrade will allow the officer to do 150 damage or 120 for another nation. Okay, we have quite some units. No worries. No worries at all. So this is how I basically start. It's good to send a few peasants, a few pikemen everywhere you have some production and keep them there. In case the enemy comes with sick Cossacks are really weak. Ukraine has really strong peasants. So even if they are easy to rush, if you have some soldiers close to the peasants will fight for you, and 10 peasants are able to kill 10 sick Cossacks, which were gotten from the diplomatic center. Okay, let's make some more upgrades. As you can see, the upgrades cost food and gold. And they're not so expensive. That's why it's good to focus this upgrade in the beginning. Where's my drummer? I don't have a drummer. Okay, this is how far we got with the upgrades. Now, to make the stone excavation efficient, we need 3000 iron. Well, guys, I don't need the coal, so I'm gonna trade coal. I'm gonna trade coal for iron. Let's trade all of it actually. And let's take some boys from here. And let's make another iron mine. Let's take a few more boys. And let's make another town hall now that we have the resources. You need like 6,000 wood and 6,000 stone. 6,300 wood, 6,300 stone for another town hall, and then for the fourth town hall, the cost is gonna be way much bigger, and so on. We need as many town halls as we can get. Okay, now let's make as we can get because it helps us with the production. This guy does not have the courage to approach me. Okay. Now I'm gonna send the peasants from the third town hall. I'm gonna send them to food production. And basically I'm sending from one town hall to wood production, from one town hall to stone production, and from one town hall to my production of wheat. Yeah, now we are able to make a few more buildings, the stables, the diplomatic center. Myself, I don't build a diplomatic center, but what some players do, guys, they build a diplomatic center. You don't need the stables now, because you will make, I mean, you can build a stable. There's no problem if you do. But making this upgrade, basically this fields of wheat will disappear, will last longer. And you want that, especially when you have a lot of peasants working on the mill. That will ensure a very stable food production. Now, guys, what some players like to do, they like to build a diplomatic center. And they like to make some sick Cossacks and rush the enemy. We will do all this. Okay, I have 217 pikemen. I have an officer and a drummer. Now, you can use the units like this, but they're not gonna be buffed. If you use the officer, in order to have this available, the formations available, you need a drummer as well. Okay? If you don't have the drummer, then you cannot make formations. And then you click on one of these formations. Do not worry, you can always change the formation. For example, if I pick this formation, if I click on this one, they will rearrange. Now the thing is, there is a minimum of how many units can be in a formation, which is 36. And this drummer and this officer applies only to the pikemen. The pikemen and musketeers, basically the units made from this building. And so it goes for the 18th century and stuffs. Alright, now we have a missing peasant. Here it tells you when when it says 1, it means one mine does not have all its peasants in it. And this icon tells you that there are idle peasants which are doing nothing. Okay guys, now what I prefer to do is assume, actually let's go with this one. I'm gonna select my boys and I'm gonna press A, and the mouse changed into a sword, and I'm gonna right click and I'm gonna tell them to go there. And basically they will attack everything they encounter. Now you want to make some more upgrades to your man. As you can see, the upgrades rely a lot on food. Hopefully the upgrade is finished until I meet these guys. They for sure will be very upgraded. I need more food. Okay, come on. You can also make upgrades to your units from the blacksmith. Okay, these guys are running back. They do have officers. The officers can take out pikemen really easily if they have this upgrade. And I'm pretty sure they do have that upgrade. Okay, let's make the defense upgrade now. I want to go back first. I want to wait for my upgrade. That upgrade will give +2 defense. What does +2 defense mean, guys? Well, added to 196 people, it means that I will basically get 400 more defense. And 400 is something. Let's see, is the upgrade done? Yeah, the upgrade is done. Now we're fighting only with a small part of the army, which is very good. Okay, the enemy is falling. It's losing some points because it's losing units. Guys, let's get these soldiers. Let's get them over here. What do I want to do? I want to reinforce my squad. To reinforce the squad, you have to press this button, fill formation. But in order to fill the formation, you will need to have some pikemen around. Okay, so I was telling you about the rushing tactic. So, what some people like to do is to make some sick Cossacks, some mercenaries. As you can see, they cost gold. We have quite some stone. So I'm gonna go at the market and I'm gonna sell stone. How do I sell stone? I forgot to explain you, but I got you. I guess you got the idea. This is supply. What do you want to sell? I want to sell stone for gold. And here you set how much? 10, 1010, and so on. I want to sell 10,000, 11,000. And now we have a lot of gold. And we're making sick Cossacks, okay? Alright guys, we lost around 30 men or something. Now, fill formation. As you can see, those guys come in formation. Let's fight. I'm gonna send my boys here. Okay. How to defend against the sick Cossacks? Well, I told you. You put some pikemen close to your peasants. If you are Ukraine, it means you have a lot of... it means your peasants are really strong. And guys, we ran out of houses. So I'm gonna take one peasant and I'm gonna queue some more. I only play 6 because the game only supports 6 things in the queue. The enemy has grenadiers, guys. Grenadiers are not that strong. Are not that strong against my units, but the grenadiers are a bit strong. Okay. We lost some men and we got a few more sick Cossacks. This tells me that I lose gold instead of producing gold. I can take another peasant and I can build another, a few more houses. Make sure to add some pikemen around so you can defend yourself. Those are archers. As you can see, the enemy is using sick Cossacks. Of course, it's not using as much as we use. Okay. I'm gonna select all my 6 Cossacks. I'm gonna press Control 1, and when I press 1, I have them selected. Well, I might not do good what I'm doing. Okay, let's increase the defense. I'm gonna need some gold. The enemy is a bit ahead with upgrades than us. That is very bad. Okay, I'm gonna use my 6 Cossacks to attack. The enemy likes to attack. Okay, reinforce. Keeping those guys as reinforcements. I want to do my upgrades before I engage into another battle. As you can see, this upgrade is going to take me a lot of food. Of course, I don't want to fight those guys. Let's keep them busy. Okay, we're getting the gold mines of the enemy. That's very good. And not only the gold mines, guys. We are messing up with the enemy at the moment. We're attacking from all sides. But the enemy is well defended over here. The 6 Cossacks are not extremely powerful. Oh my God, it's so hard. My pikemen are powerful though. More powerful than the enemy will ever be. Okay, and that's a hit in the back to the enemy. And all you have to do from this moment on is to keep focusing on the enemy. Move a bit of your stone production because there are too many in that area. And that's how you do it, guys. The enemy is already crippled. If you destroy the academy, he cannot make further upgrades. He's losing peasants, he's losing that, he's losing that. You can take the enemy peasants though. The enemy peasants can be taken and sent to your base. Or you can even send them here. Okay, I've got a cannon. The cannon can be used as my weapon. Of course, if you lose your units from the area, you will lose the cannon. So what you can do, guys, you can use this new units to build town halls, because town halls are much cheaper, and you can get your units and build the town halls here. So how does that help me? That will increase my my capacity of units, and I will basically be able to have a bigger army. And with a bigger army, I can overwhelm the enemy and I can kill the enemy. Okay, I can make archers, mercenary archers. These guys can attack buildings and destroy buildings really quickly. That's a really great future of them. Cheap cheap building destroyers. There are the grenadiers from 18th century. You can progress to another century and get access to the barracks of 18th century, and that will basically help you. To get stronger units, and who knows, maybe win the match. Of course, if you fight against Ukrainians, will have an easy time against you, even if you have 18th century units. You can build a stable, as you can see. It tells you here what do you need. You need resources, food, gold, and iron, and you also need a cathedral and an artillery depot, which you can get easily. To make the artillery, you need a stable, and to make the cathedral, you just need iron. And that's it, guys. This is how you build walls. Sounds fun. I think that helps you to resist in multiplayer matches and skirmish matches. As you can see, we managed to cripple a very hard AI. What do you want more? A lot of players are much weaker than very hard AIs, and imagine if you rush them with 6 Cossacks. Even if you send one pikeman to the enemy, I mean in multiplayer I talk about. If you send one pikeman to the enemy in multiplayer, there are 70% chances you are actually ruining his economy, because you are capturing his peasants, because he does not protect his real. As you can see, we sent pikemen here, wherever buildings can be capturable, and you saw that the enemy actually sent 6 Cossacks to attack us, but we had the pikemen around, and they cannot harm our peasants. I mean, they can kill the peasants, but they cannot capture the peasants. And it's better to see them dead than to see them... Oh, that one escaped me. Also, keep some pikemen close when the enemy, when you build walls. Yeah, this is what I wanted to show you guys. All you have to do is to keep your attacks on the player. Myself, I just wanted to get you through it. After you did what you did to the enemy, you eliminated a lot of mines. You destroyed the artillery depot. You know, you also stopped his wood production and everything. So the enemy is crippled. It's much more weaker than the first time I attacked him. Therefore, it's much easier for you now to send another squad. So that's what you have to do, guys. And make sure to keep upgrading the pikemen. You can also make musketeers, but the musketeers are very slow to make, as you can see, and not always efficient, especially when they're not upgraded and when the enemy has very upgraded pikemen. They're not that efficient. That's why I prefer pikemen. So guys, I'm gonna stop here. I hope I gave you some useful advices. If you have questions for me, make sure to leave a comment, and also hit the like button and subscribe, guys, and check out g2boy.com. They're my official sponsor. The link is in the description. Use the SHD code to get 3% cash back. Take care. Bye bye.